Every philosophy explained. Taoism. Taoism, ancient Chinese philosophy, centers on harmony with the Tao, or the Way. It emphasizes simplicity, balance, and naturalness, urging individuals to align with the flow of existence. Key tenets include Wu Wei, non-action, embracing spontaneity and effortless action, yin-yang, symbolizing balance and interdependence of opposites, and Zhuangzi's teachings, advocating freedom from societal constraints. Taoism celebrates the interconnection of all things and encourages living in harmony with nature. It promotes inner peace, humility, and acceptance, guiding individuals towards self-realization and tranquility amidst life's complexities. Stoicism. Stoicism, an ancient philosophy, champions inner resilience amidst external chaos. It preaches embracing what's within our control and relinquishing what isn't. Stoics advocate for virtue as the highest good, emphasizing wisdom, courage, temperance, and justice. They stress the power of rationality in navigating life's challenges, promoting acceptance of fate and finding tranquility in the face of adversity. Stoicism encourages living in accordance with nature, fostering gratitude, resilience, and a sense of duty to the greater good. It's a timeless guide to finding peace, purpose, and strength in an unpredictable world. Christianity. Christianity, a global faith, centers on Jesus Christ, the Son of God. It preaches love, compassion, and redemption. It emphasizes forgiveness, humility, and service to others. Christians gather for worship, prayer, and fellowship in churches worldwide. Christianity's history spans millennia, influencing art, culture, and ethics. Its teachings on morality, ethics, and the afterlife shape millions of lives. Ultimately, Christianity offers hope, purpose, and eternal life through faith in Jesus Christ. Capitalism. Capitalism, the engine of modern economies, thrives on competition, private ownership, and free markets. It fosters innovation, driving progress and prosperity. Individuals pursue self-interest, spurring productivity and growth. Wealth distribution is uneven, with disparities between rich and poor. Critics argue it leads to exploitation and inequality. Yet proponents laud its efficiency and opportunity for upward mobility. Capitalism's dynamism fuels entrepreneurship and rewards success, but also faces challenges of sustainability and social justice. Despite its flaws, it remains a dominant force shaping global economies, balancing wealth creation with societal welfare. Nihilism. Nihilism, a philosophical stance, posits that life lacks intrinsic meaning or value. Originating from Latin nihil, meaning nothing, it challenges traditional beliefs, asserting that existence is ultimately futile. Rejecting moral principles and societal norms, nihilism advocates for questioning authority and embracing individual autonomy. Its existential variant confronts the absurdity of human existence, advocating for creating subjective meaning amidst inherent meaninglessness. Nietzsche famously explored nihilism, warning against its potential societal consequences. Despite its bleak outlook, nihilism prompts introspection and invites the pursuit of personal authenticity in a world devoid of inherent purpose. Existentialism. Existentialism, a philosophical stance, delves into the individual's search for meaning in an inherently absurd universe. Rooted in autonomy, it champions freedom, responsibility, and the notion that existence precedes essence. Rejecting preordained purpose, existentialists emphasize subjective experience and choice, urging individuals to create their own significance. Key figures like Sartre, Camus, and Nietzsche explored themes of authenticity, anguish, and the existential crisis. It confronts the absurdity of existence, urging individuals to embrace their freedom and confront the inherent uncertainty of life with courage and integrity. Existentialism serves as a poignant mirror, reflecting the complexities of human existence. Communism. Communism, a socio-economic ideology, aims for a classless society where resources are shared equally, eliminating private ownership. It advocates for a centralized government controlling production and distribution. Karl Marx and Friedrich Engels laid its foundation, envisioning a utopian state without exploitation. However, historical implementations, notably in Soviet Russia and Maoist China, faced criticisms for authoritarianism, human rights abuses, and economic inefficiencies. While proponents praise its egalitarian ideals, detractors cite its suppression of individual freedoms and innovation. Communism remains a contentious topic, sparking debates on its feasibility, morality, and impact on society. Absurdism. Absurdism confronts life's inherent lack of meaning, advocating for acceptance rather than despair. Rooted in the belief that the universe is indifferent, it rejects the search for ultimate truth. Embracing the absurdity of existence, it urges individuals to create their own purpose in an irrational world. Championed by existentialist philosophers like Albert Camus, Absurdism encourages rebellion against futile pursuits and finding joy in the absurd. It's a philosophy of defiance against nihilism, emphasizing the importance of living authentically amidst chaos. In essence, absurdism invites us to dance in the absurdity of life and find meaning in the act itself. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and continue watching to discover more about philosophies. Materialism. Materialism is the belief that everything in the universe, including thoughts and emotions, arises from physical matter. It theorizes that reality is solely composed of tangible substances, dismissing any metaphysical or spiritual entities. Materialists emphasize empirical evidence and scientific methods to understand the world, rejecting supernatural explanations. This philosophy asserts that the mind is a product of the brain's complex interactions, challenging dualistic views of mind-body separation. Materialism underpins modern science and technological advancements, shaping our understanding of nature and driving innovation. It often intersects with consumer culture, emphasizing material possessions and wealth as primary sources of happiness and fulfillment. Utilitarianism. Utilitarianism, a moral theory championed by Jeremy Bentham and John Stuart Mill, prioritizes maximizing overall happiness or utility as the ultimate goal. It suggests actions are morally right if they produce the greatest good for the greatest number of people. This philosophy emphasizes consequences over intentions, promoting altruism and collective well-being. Critics argue its reliance on quantifying happiness can lead to ethical dilemmas and overlook individual rights and justice. Despite controversies, utilitarianism remains influential in ethics, politics, and economics, shaping policies and decisions worldwide, challenging us to weigh the impact of our actions on society's welfare. Hedonism. Hedonism champions pleasure as life's ultimate pursuit, advocating for maximizing joy and minimizing pain. Rooted in ancient Greek thought, it emphasizes immediate gratification over long-term goals. Hedonists prioritize sensory pleasures, from physical sensations to emotional fulfillment, rejecting asceticism and advocating self-indulgence. Epicureanism, a branch of hedonism, emphasizes moderation and intellectual pleasures for sustained happiness. Critics argue hedonism can lead to shallow pursuits and neglect of moral considerations. Nonetheless, it remains a provocative philosophy, challenging conventional notions of happiness and prompting reflection on the balance between pleasure and virtue in a fulfilling life. Postmodernism. Postmodernism challenges traditional norms, embracing ambiguity, skepticism, and subjectivity. It questions grand narratives, advocating for multiple perspectives and rejecting absolute truths. Postmodernists emphasize the fluidity of identity, culture, and reality, celebrating diversity and hybridity. They critique power structures, highlighting the role of language and discourse in shaping society. Playfulness and irony are integral to postmodern art and literature. It's a worldview marked by fragmentation and deconstruction, blurring boundaries between high and low culture. Postmodernism invites continual reinterpretation, reflecting the complexities of contemporary existence. Anarchism. Anarchism champions individual freedom, rejecting hierarchical structures like governments. Rooted in equality and voluntary cooperation, it opposes oppressive systems, advocating for decentralized communities where power is distributed equally. Emphasizing direct action and mutual aid, it envisions a society based on voluntary associations and collective decision-making. Anarchism opposes capitalism and authoritarianism, striving for a stateless, classless society. It celebrates diversity, promoting self-governance and autonomy. With a rich history of activism and philosophical thought, anarchism inspires movements worldwide, challenging entrenched power dynamics and envisioning a more just and liberated future. Libertarianism. Libertarianism champions individual freedom, minimizing government intervention in personal and economic affairs. It emphasizes self-ownership, voluntary association, and free markets. Central tenets include limited government, protection of private property rights, and individual liberty as paramount. It opposes coercion, favoring voluntary interactions and personal responsibility. Libertarians advocate for minimal regulations, promoting competition, innovation, and prosperity. They believe in the power of free individuals to shape their destinies, rejecting paternalistic governance. Libertarianism stands as a beacon for those valuing autonomy, choice, and the pursuit of happiness without undue interference. Solipsism. Solipsism the ultimate philosophical rabbit hole where existence hinges solely on one's mind. It's the belief that only oneself and one's perceptions are certain, casting doubt on the external world's reality. Solipsism contends reality is a product of subjective experience, challenging notions of shared truth. Descartes' famous cogito ergo sum, I think, therefore I am, encapsulates its essence. It questions the validity of external existence, raising profound epistemological and metaphysical inquiries. Solipsism sparks self-examination, blurring lines between imagination and reality, challenging perceptions, and pushing boundaries of what we deem real. It's a provocative philosophical labyrinth, captivating minds with its enigmatic allure. Confucianism, an ancient Chinese philosophy, emphasizes ethics, morality, and social harmony. It revolves around the principles of filial piety, respect for elders, and the importance of roles in society. Ren, or benevolence, lies at its core, advocating for compassion and empathy towards others. Confucian teachings stress the significance of self-improvement and virtuous conduct to create a harmonious society. The Analects, a collection of Confucius's sayings, serves as a fundamental text. Its influence extends across East Asia, shaping governance, education, and interpersonal relationships for millennia. Platonism, rooted in the teachings of ancient Greek philosopher Plato, delves into the realm of abstract ideas and forms. At its core lies the belief in an ultimate reality, transcending the physical world, where concepts like justice, beauty, and truth exist in their purest form. Plato's allegory of the cave vividly illustrates this, depicting humanity's journey from ignorance to enlightenment. Central to Platonism is the theory of forms, asserting that tangible objects are mere imperfect reflections of these eternal, perfect forms. This philosophy profoundly influences fields from metaphysics to ethics, offering timeless insights into the nature of existence and knowledge. Idealism is a philosophical stance that champions the primacy of ideas, asserting that reality is fundamentally mental or immaterial. Rooted in the belief that the mind or consciousness shapes and constructs our experience of the world, it opposes materialism's view of reality as solely physical. Idealism emphasizes the importance of concepts, values, and ideals in shaping our perceptions and understanding of existence. It ranges from subjective idealism, which suggests that only minds and their contents exist, to objective idealism, asserting a universal mind or consciousness underlying reality. Idealism profoundly influences ethics, politics, and metaphysics, fostering contemplation on the nature of reality and human consciousness. Structuralism, a pivotal philosophical approach, examines systems by analyzing their underlying structures, emphasizing elements' interrelation over individual components. Originating in linguistics with Saussure, it expanded across fields like anthropology and psychology. Its core tenets involve uncovering hidden structures, governing phenomena, prioritizing binary oppositions and signifiers. Notable figures include Levi Strauss and Foucault, who applied structuralist lenses to cultural and social analysis. Criticized for oversimplification and neglecting historical context, structuralism's legacy endures through its influence on semiotics and post-structuralist movements, shaping contemporary thought and analysis methodologies. Rationalism champions reason as the primary source of knowledge and truth, prioritizing logic and deduction over sensory experience. Rooted in the belief that innate ideas exist within the human mind, it emphasizes the power of thought to discern universal truths. Descartes, Spinoza, and Leibniz are notable figures in its history. Rejecting reliance on empirical evidence alone, rationalism posits that certain truths can be grasped through innate reasoning faculties. This philosophy underpins scientific inquiry, mathematical principles, and philosophical discourse, fostering a deep exploration of the mind's capabilities and the nature of reality. If you want to learn more about philosophies, make sure to check out this video on philosophical ideologies.